Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Winner Circle Sports Betting Podcast. I'm your host, Sean Higgs, and it is Wednesday, the old WINS day here, October 30th. I don't know. When I was a kid, it was Mischief Night. Hopefully, it's just Wednesday for kids around here. I don't need to be beating up any teenagers for acting a fool, but we're just kidding. We don't mind having a little bit of fun here. It is Wednesday, as always. Brian Bitler with me, waiting on Chip to remit some technical difficulties from Chip. You know, that's not blaming it on the weather out there. Sometimes it gets a little windy. We saw yesterday it was a little choppy with the screen, so sometimes it gets a little wacky out there with the Cox internet. I'll throw them out. I'll throw them under the bus. Not a good job there. But before we get to some college football free picks, be sure to hit the like button here on the YouTube channel. All right, we got YouTube. Hit the like button, notification bell on, so you know when we post our free pick videos. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, plenty of free pick recorded videos. Saturday, Chip Trimbus comes in with Paul Bovey, Jim Feist for some NFL free pick videos. Live show on Friday, me, Mark Lawrence, Victor King, 1 p.m. Eastern. And, of course, the Monday Night Live, 7 p.m. Eastern. I don't know why you want to miss out on that. I actually was incredible with some nice laddered-up props on Monday night with the games there. So we had that going on. Notification was on. Do not miss a single free pick winner. Now, you want the premium side of things, you head over to our sponsor, I should say, gamblersWORLD.net, where you find me, Brian, Chip, Doug, Victor, Jim, Kyle, Ricky Tran, a bunch, 14 of us. Go get them. Guaranteed to show you a profit, especially on 3, 7, or 30-day packages, or we credit you back, and you come back for more if we don't win. But let's be honest. Over a week or a month, you're going to make money over us. So, 3-day, maybe somebody goes 7 and 8 or something. Long term, no. We got the leaderboards. We show you we make money over the long term. And, of course, we have a game of the World Series left. Let's be honest. Dodgers probably wrap this puppy up. But NBA just beginning. Hockey just beginning. NFL college football in full swing. And college hoops. I think we're about a week away from college basketball. I think we're probably at 160 games will tip off or something on next Thursday, something ridiculous. We got you covered at gamblersworld.net with all of your premium action. So be sure to support the channel, the show, and the handicappers here. And go buy a package. Let's go. Brian Bitler, my guy, how are you? How was the weekend? You had jury duty last week, so that's no fun. So let's talk about some happy stuff. What do you got going on? We got Wednesday college football, Thursday NFL, and college football every day of the week through, I don't know, the end of November or something. Crazy.
I'll tell you what, it's been an up and down month for me, but definitely solid all the way around. I'm looking forward to college basketball on the rise, and those are my two favorite sports, the handicap college basketball and college football. So definitely lots of fun on the horizon and money to be made for sure.
Well, I'm seeing you are number one for college football on the year, so it's not too bad. 59.7%.
Off a 2-3 Saturday, but I'm ready to bounce back. Can't win every Saturday, so ready to bounce back this weekend.
And that's why we say you get a little longer pass. You get on board. It's because you could go 8-2-3. This is easy to go 4-2. It plays itself out. It plays itself out. So yeah, make sure you check out Brian for college football. Number one in the money on the site. I can't beat that. I'm having a pretty good college football year myself. I split yesterday in the picks. I ended up losing by a half with a total. I had 46.5, and who the heck scored late to make it 47? And then I had, I think, ULL. Louisiana won. They were like 4, and that was a square play. But I was like, you know what? I said, what am I missing? That these guys are getting 4 points. They're 6-1.
I think the card's been tough on Tuesday and tonight's card. Last night for me, Sam Houston State didn't get it done. Louisiana Tech, just the whole game they were covering.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I'm having a pretty good college football season on the side. Actually, you're number one in the money. I got the number one in the wins. I got 59 wins. I'm 59-45. So a little more games. They balance that. And I kind of keep them all the same because I have so many. I'm good to throw out some volume. So I try not to just go crazy with that because it comes back to bite you. At least for me. All of a sudden I thought a bunch of 5 and 10s. And all of a sudden they lose, and it's a 5 and 2 day, but I end up losing money because I rated something. I leave them flat. I'll be happy with the wins. You do it with yourself, I don't mind people. Yeah. Listen, you know how it is, Brian. You put a game out, people are going to put whatever they want on it. You go 3-1. They're like, oh, I had a loser. How'd you have a losing day? Well, I parlayed everything.
People always try to, not everybody, but people reach out to me once in a while and say, how much do you like this game? And I always tell them, I put 5 plays out, even amounts on all of them.
Just roll exactly. I just put them all the same. If I really like something, I'll say I really like something more.
Yep.
But I feel like even in my own life, when I kind of like up the ante and go a lot higher on games money wise, they just always seem to lose. So I'm like, you know what? That's meant to be. Sometimes it's not meant to be. I'll flat bet go a little bit higher, but nothing too crazy. I don't mind. We're making money. That's what it's about. And that's what we're going to do here at Winner Circle and gamblersWORLD.net. Make you some cash. Monday we did basketball. We went 2-1 on our basketball picks. Yesterday, Matt Fargo and Chip myself gave out college football. Some more college football today with Brian. Chip is not here. He had Wisconsin, Iowa. I didn't really love this game. Iowa is a 3-point fave. I would probably lean to the Hawkeyes because I have a over win ticket, which I think I need them to win out to get over. I think they're 7.5. I think they're 7.5 wins. So I need some wins. I need all the wins I can get here. So I'm pulling for them subconsciously and mentally because I need them to win to get over their 7.5 wins. But am I going to bet this game? No, I'm not going to keep chasing because I think they're going to win because I like their win total.
Yeah, for me in this one, I was leaning towards Iowa laying the points. Just, slight lean. You've seen Iowa cover, I think, 4 of the last 5 in this series. Wisconsin off that tough home loss to Penn State where they were in it in the first half, and then Penn State just blitzed them in the second half. I think Iowa off the Northwestern game, which is a tough game, a measuring stick because Northwestern's so bad. I think Iowa wins this game by 4, 5, 6 points at home.
Yeah, hopefully they do. Again, no official play here. No chipper, but we got a couple officials, and they're pretty two good games here. We got a noon game Saturday here. The Ohio State University versus Penn State. A nooner. We were talking about this off air. We're like, why not 3:30? Why not a 7 o'clock whiteout game? It's Ohio State. No, noon. You wouldn't think that these two teams ranked in the top 5 were playing at noon. Okay, hey, it is what it is. Ohio State, a 3.5-point favorite, total of 45. I actually have a premium on this one. It'll be up on Gamblers World as a package shortly. But your game, Bri, take it away. I'm not giving my side away. Go for it.
I'll tell you what, I boycotted 12 noon premium picks, but that means I get to give out this plan. I really do like this one. I think it's the best game on the card. We should see a ton of action here on the home Penn State Nittany Lions. They come in with a perfect record, 7-0. You got one loss, Ohio State. Coming in as favorites. I think Ohio State is the far and away better team. They did lose a game, but it was 32-31 to Oregon. Really no shame in that. Oregon's been a buzzsaw this season. I think if you look at the offensive stats and defensive stats, I think the Buckeyes definitely a little bit better here than Penn State. How many big games have Penn State won under James Franklin? And this is probably the biggest of them all. And Penn State has owned the ATS mark against Ohio State recently. I think they've covered 7 of the last 10 games. I think Ohio State on the road is going to send a message that they're the number 2 team in the country. I think they would shed Penn State. I'm going to lay the points with the Buckeyes.
Brian Bitler liking Ohio State minus 3.5. And as you see, he's on a 6-3 college football run. Number 1 in the money on the site, 59.7%. Percent-wise is, it's pretty important. So 60%, I'm going to say pretty good. Be sure to get Brian's premium plays at gamblersworld.net, whether it's NFL, college football, NBA, hockey, college hoops. It's all right there. We got you covered. For me, you talked about running into a buzzsaw. I got the buzzsaw. Oregon Ducks, the number 1 program in the land, 3:30 start on Saturday, November the 2nd. I got to remember to sign off tomorrow on Halloween. Be like, hey, everybody, see you next month because, it's a new month starts. 14.5, Bri, over Michigan. Oh, my goodness. What Michigan, I guess they kind of sold their souls. They got their championship. You got Tuttle, quarterback retires. Not that he was doing much. I mean, they've used 4 quarterbacks. Obviously, they have some major problems offensively. I'm going to lean to the Ducks here. I don't care laying 14.5. Who do they got on deck? A home game versus Maryland? This is a game they're going to win. They're only 4-4 ATS, but let's be honest. You're up 31-0 on Michigan State. We're not, who cares? Let's just get out of here healthy. They don't have to run up scores. They don't have to win 58-3 anymore, 67-7. They don't have to put up these points. 28-3 over, who is that? Over UCLA. Again, take the foot off the gas at halftime. We're rolling along. There's no reason, right? We see this a lot now with these big spreads. That being said, to come in and beat up a Michigan team, yeah, I think they have no problem coming in here and winning this game by 20-something points. Michigan's got all types of problems. And you think defensively, like, hey, these guys are, a good defense. They are 88th in the land of getting off the field on third downs, which is a major problem, right? If you're not getting off the field versus Michigan State and USC, who you should have lost to USC. I mean, you pulled that out with 30 yards passing. That's not going to fly here against Oregon. So the defense, as good as it is, it's not making plays when it has to. And we knew this team was going to have problems, right? You lose your coach, quarterback, running back, players leave. They were going to have problems. Do we think it's going to be this bad? I didn't think it was going to be this bad. I'm going to lay 14.5 here with this Oregon Duck team. I think they're pretty darn good, and the undefeated season for them is right there for the taking. Beat up the defending champs. All right. Oregon minus the 14.5 for me.
Yeah, for me in this one, it's not a premium pick. That's for damn sure. And Oregon is tough to go against. I mean, I watched that game last week, and they were just dominant both sides of the ball. The only time it got a little bit closer, not that it got close, but when they pulled their stars and were starting to put second and third string guys in. But, Michigan in the big house getting 14.5. I think the stock on Oregon can't get any higher than it already is right now. They've covered 3 straight games. I could see a backdoor cover here. I'm just going to lean towards Michigan plus the points just because they're at home.
Well, hey, all right, that's fine. What am I going to say?
Not a slam dunk, that's for sure.
To me, the problem is Michigan scoring points. 24-17, you battled Michigan
Oregon's
State.
So good at scoring points.
Michigan State, you beat 24-17, and these guys beat them 31-10. It was 28-3 at like the half with a minute to go. I mean, they toyed with them. In their last couple of games, 38-9, 35-0. The wild one versus Ohio State.
It's hard to compare Oregon and Michigan State only because it's an in-state battle between
Michigan
and Michigan State. It means more to these kids, But I hear what you're saying.
I mean, going on the road, I get it's tough. You lost at Illinois. You lose at Washington. I mean, the most points they put up was 30 against Fresno. I don't like USC's team all that much. And that game was 27-24. I think Oregon – is it going to be like the Ohio State game? I don't know. I don't think Michigan's as good as Ohio State, so I don't see him staying within the school. I don't know. We're going to find out. Listen, these are just free picks here, folks. It's good back and forth. People are like, oh, you guys always agree on things. Sometimes we disagree. I'm like, obviously, I'm not high on Michigan. That's just me. Brian likes them. Free pick. That's what this is. They're not on the sites. It's a freebie here. Give me Oregon minus 14.5. Brian likes Ohio State minus the 3. As I mentioned earlier, Brian is on a 6-3 run, number 1 in college football. Not too shabby. I saw that we had Seth roll across my NFL. I'm on a nice NFL. I think the last 2 weeks, I think I'm 11-3. So finally turning around. It's taken a month, but it is what it is. We'll take the runs as they go. So hit the like buttons. But before I get us out of here, it's a short show, Brian. Game 5. What's it? Game 6 tonight. Game 5. Yankees Dodgers. Cole gets the call here. I thought Cole should have went last night. You're down on the verge of getting swept. You pitched 85. You threw 85 pitches in game 1. They're paying you $35 million. You think he'd say, you know what? I'm ready up to the chance. I got to save our season. And he'd go out there. They didn't need him. They broke the game open late. A bullpen game, which this is as good as the Dodgers were. Like, let's go back to the beginning of the year. They're supposed to win the whole thing. Most win total. We're going to challenge our season or our franchise record of 111 wins. It never got close to that. This team with a $300 million payroll is rolling out a bullpen game. It was bad enough when they did versus the Dodgers, or against the Padres, rather. You're doing it in the World Series closeout game. It's a bull.
This shows how baseball is coming.
Listen, this is whoever wins. It's probably the Dodgers. Good for the Dodgers. They get rid of the COVID kind of asterisk year of winning it in a shortened season. They played a whole year. They beat the Padres, who I thought were going to knock them off. You take care of the Yankees. It's still Yankee brand. You got Judge and Soto and Cole, whatever. But, a little lackluster kind of playoff. I thought I thought there's no really great teams. If the Dodgers were healthy and that pitching, awesome. That would be good, but they didn't have it. They're going to win. I don't know. Do you like anything tonight? Maybe you got something. I mean, I have nothing on this game, but
Yeah, I don't have any premium picks on the game, but I think the Yankees push it another game. You know, you get Cole on an extra day of rest, and I would go even more on the under 8. I think there's no juice on the total. I think Cole pitches 7 dominant innings. I think the Dodgers hold the Yankees' bats in check. So I'll strong lean towards the under 8 and lean towards the Yankees on the money line.
I had the Dodgers in the over the last 2 days, and it ended up splitting out. Flannery, how's he going to be tonight? I don't know how he's going to be. His first game, Yanks 2 runs in 6 innings, not bad. I think I'm probably with you on a closeout type game, right? It's a lot of pressure. Again, bullpens yesterday. Louis Gill hadn't pitched in a while. You're going to see some runs. I think with Flannery, when he's healthy, he's awesome. He looked all right his last couple starts. Cole is rounding. I mean, not that rounding into form, but he is in form because he missed the first 2 months of the season. So I'm with you on the under. I might, maybe I'll put a little something on that under tonight. There you go. Baseball free pick. Take the under. Dodgers, Yankees, game 5. And one last thing. I see these spectacular savings. 13% off. Obviously, that's a Friday the 13th reference if you guys don't get it. I know newer kids don't know Friday the 13th or maybe into Saw trilogy, or Saw probably has 8 movies too. They're probably up in Halloween type land. But hey, 13% off multi-day packages. So obviously that is a 3, 7, or 30-day package, which is guaranteed. So not only do you get 13% off, if we don't show you a profit over 3, 7, or 30 days, we credit you back and then you come at it again, which is fine because we got a leaderboard. Win or lose, always the truth, folks. It's right there for you to see how we do. And you can leave a comment afterwards. Okay, man, your picks stink. That's fine. Hopefully we get it tomorrow. That's what I'll respond, But anyway, hit the like button. Notification bell's on. Winner Circle YouTube channel. gamblersworld.net for the premium stuff. Brian Bitler, Sean Higgs, Ohio State -3.5, Oregon -14.5. A couple favorites here on the old WINS day. Back tomorrow with Chip and Doug talking NFL. Brian, have a good weekend of action, and I'll see you next month, my friend.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Take care.